What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We here to talk about these picks of day three, the last day of the NFL draft. So in this live, I'm gonna give you the rundown of what I was able to go ahead and find in regards to the draft. And I'm gonna tell you, like I told y'all months ago, where I stand with the Dallas Cowboys. How I feel about I'm not a big I ain't gonna lie, Hoodlum, I ain't a big fan of him. I wasn't really too feeling on my seat. Like I said, I seen some of the characteristics of that Notre Dame linebacker on why Zimmer will want him, but I ain't really feeling him. This team need a whole bunch of good football players, and we sitting over there surpass some football players, some good football players, to try to fit a certain type of a need or certain type of prototype. I mean, shit, if you was a good ass coach, you'll be able to go ahead and if you got dogs make your life a whole lot easier. You know what I mean? Shit, you supposed to go ahead and make it work. Like all you need is the talent. They said, just give me some talent. Okay, shoot. You get the talent, then you go ahead and make it do what it do. Like while we sitting over there and getting the linebacker that ain't even better than the linebacker that went after him uh today. Pretty much the linebacker that was better than went today to the Oakland to the Las Vegas Raiders. But there was other couple linebackers that even that went after him that still a little bit better than what he was about. But yeah, and I noticed that I noticed that throughout today. I mean, because I'm gonna get in. We're gonna talk about these draft picks real quick because I did an analysis. I looked at them. There was a couple that I didn't really look at, so I went to go look at them before I came to present. Yeah, I just like the yeah. I'm with you on that, Hoodlum. I just like the offensive line that they brought up in there because everything else was just like a reach or just like what the hell is we doing? They had a good draft week. I got to look at their recap. I was so goddamn focused in, dialed in, and upset with the damn what the Dallas Cowboys did. I didn't really get to look at. I know the Colts had a good one. I know the Colts had a good ass draft. Colts was on the money. But we gonna get into all this, y'all. We gonna get into all that. But first let's go ahead and talk about these draft picks that we have acquired today. And y'all know I ain't about to give no feel good gospel. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. You know, everything doesn't require for hope. You know, if the team messed up, they just messed up, and I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of these draft picks, especially today, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I get it, but I didn't get it. So, Kalen Carson, right, the corner that we drafted, the 5'11" corner that we drafted, right. Um, I seen there was a misconception, uh, like he gave Coleman from Florida State some work. Nah. Let me talk to y'all real quick. So one thing that I seen in regards to that game in specifically was that he missed in space a tackle on Keon Coleman and it resulted in a TD. Bam. That's one time you got beat. There was another one where he didn't turn around for the football, guarding Keon downfield. He gave up a tug against him in the red zone. That's two. And there was another potential tug that Keon should have brought in, but he didn't, and that would have been three. So I don't. So some people talking about he locked up Keon. Absolutely not. Keon gave that boy work. Keon gave that boy work. He had a couple plays where he drove in on the football on Keon, but Keon gave that boy work. Like we ain't even gonna sit over there and try to go, hey man, I almost have to respond to dude like, man, like what the hell is you talking about? Nah, Keon gave that boy work. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. He remind me of Mackenzie Alexander, who didn't pan out that Mike Zimmer drafted. If I'm just being honest with you, One thing about Key, he an ankle biter. He an ankle biting tackler. Uh, he plays, but he plays both sides. On the outside, he also plays in. He misses a lot of tackles and run support by ankle biting. In the games I watched, I seen him a lot in the boundary, being a boundary corner, but then I did see him at times as a field corner. So he definitely gave both, but I did see him a lot in the games that I watched in the boundary. He operates better in zone, and when the action is in front of him, that's when he's at his best. Uh, he's not super fast, but at least he tries to compete. He competes. When he sees the wide receiver, then he can carry. His ability to press was decent, but I seen him miss a couple on his jams. He handled underneath routes well. Uh, he's kind of upright in his back pedal at times when he has to get depth in it, right? When he has to be in his back pedal just a little bit longer than just a quick little couple steps and going. He got turned around by a wide receiver that went to E-line. And I ain't saying that to this down the school, but I'm saying like, why are we getting turned around by a wide receiver that went to Elon, a small school wide receiver? He got turned around. Uh, People can go ahead and look at that's bad. To get turned, that's bad. I remember I seen one announcer talking about, oh, he turned around to go plant. I said, man, if football got that damn watered down, where they sitting over there giving praise like it was some good technique that this man got turned around downfield. Did football get this damn bad? I'm like, damn. But he struggles matching. It's easy to get him on his heels and break inside as a wide receiver. His angles are hit and miss in zone. He'll close when he is off, though. His ability to plant and go is average. And when he's downfield, he's uncomfortable. He face guards a lot downfield. There's big wide receivers that will give him trouble from what we've seen with the Keon. He has to be a nickel cornerback. He's a third corner at best. And I said at best, but I see him more in the fourth corner range at this point in time. He needs a lot of work. So I'm guessing Mike Zimmer think that he can go ahead and work some miracles. I still got to see how they pan out. Wants to see how you feel about the Cowboys passing up on Kool-Aid. I'm sick. I'm sick. Shoot, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. But all right. But yeah, that's my analysis on Carson. That's just a that was just a that's Mike Zimmer's type of corner. But looking at his game film, it wasn't that. No, I'll just be honest with you. It wasn't that. Ankle biting ass. He missed hella tackles. He missed hella tackles in space because he wanted ankle bite. You know, like, nah, man, that he got a lot of holes in his game. And if we thinking this man gonna be just a one or a two, nah. This man is gonna be special teams. And maybe at best he might be in a rotation at best for what I see. Ryan Flournoy, I was only able to watch some Senior Bowl on him in one game, which was probably his biggest game of his career against K-State as far as competition wise, right? So I'm gonna give you an analysis though, but it's still incomplete because I didn't get to watch the amount of games that I normally like to watch to get that good feel or to see if it's repetitive or see if it confirms, right? One game, even though you could tell a lot by one game, you still would like to have more than one game. But I disagree with a lot of analysis in regards to him, Ryan Flournoy, because people say that he's fast. I didn't see it. I didn't, especially against Case. I didn't see it. He seems like a better slot wide receiver. He had 10 catches versus K-State, though. He seems like a 2-level wide receiver. His money was on ins and outs from what I was looking at. He was winning quick inside in regards to, them 5 to 8 yard routes. He was winning kind of quick. And remember that I said that. He won't get much separation though, especially at the top of his route. So for somebody who's supposed to be this fast and stuff, look at the level that he was playing, at the competition that he was playing, if he was really fast the way that they said that he was fast, then he would separate a whole lot more. He ain't even have to be the best route runner in the world. His speed alone would allow to go ahead and garner separation, and it didn't. So my question to all these so-called scouts is, what the hell do y'all determine fast? So in regards to winning, to separate, he got to be crafty and he got to run good routes. He is a willing blocker. I've definitely seen that, especially I've seen that again in the Senior Bowl practice, and I've seen that in the same thing I've seen in the Senior Bowl practice. I've seen in the Kansas State game. To me, they say he's not much of a route runner, but I thought especially some of his shorter routes, his quicker routes, and some of his intermediate routes, I thought they were solid. Like I said, he can win quick. And shoot, I put, if it pan out, maybe he could be the wide receiver that Dallas needs. You remember I was saying that the Dallas Cowboys need a wide receiver that can win quick and can win in a slot, because I didn't see too much where I would want him on the outside. I would rather have him on the inside. And so maybe a wide receiver that can win quick on the inside. I mean, that might be something that the doctor ordered. Definitely a wide receiver like him, the Dallas Cowboys don't got. Now, I'm not saying that he talented. I'm not saying like he just, he gonna come in and be wide receiver too or whatever the case, because I like Brooks last year better than him, to be honest with you. And I think they should. I don't think they should give up on him. I know this is like a Mike McCarthy pick, because Mike McCarthy love to stack up on wide receivers like he love to stack up on offensive linemen, right? So Mike McCarthy will mess around, love to be about 5-6 wide receivers deep. So I understand it. Trust me, I understand it, especially with the loss of Gallup, trying to replace that. So I get it. But this burner, this athlete that they say that he is, I don't see it. Now, he did say something that I seen talking about they said that I got Dez Bryant in my game. That's cap. Don't you ever disrespect that boy like that. That's cap. No, you don't got no Dez Bryant in your game. Now, you do make some catches. You do make some contested catches. You do show the ability to have some good body control, right? You make some catches in traffic. I do see that. You got some good hands. So I'm not gonna take that away from you. But Dez Bryant, boy, you reaching. Stop the cap. But Nathan Thomas, I wasn't really able to watch no real game film. So what I did was like I found some condensed film that would kind of like show some drives. So I kind of looked at, I know I wasn't gonna be able to give a full analysis on him. So I kind of looked back to see what kind of player like this was. Like, since he was a lineman, 6'5", 323, right? The Louisiana one, right? So, but one thing I seen, right? So he played tackle, right? And looking at him, he's not no damn tackle. He's a guard. So the Dallas Cowboys have messed around, got another guard. So how I look at it is the Dallas Cowboys are trying to go ahead and stack up on offensive linemen before Mike McCarthy leaves. Right? They're like, Mike McCarthy, you got a good eye. Let's stack up on some offensive linemen. Let's go ahead just in case that we may not hit on some middle round to later round offensive linemen. And how I see it also is that the offensive linemen they got right now, they probably gonna lose a couple of them, not because they was trash or anything. It was because they can't keep them all. So if you gotta if you're gonna get rid of some of that lineman, whether it be trade or you can't keep them, you gotta replace that, right? So there's gonna be somebody that most likely will probably make the practice squad and see what they could probably do. But in going back to him, aggressive sets. Like I said, he nothing but a guard. He does have a good get up off the snap in regards to going forward, not going backwards in his set. So, but I mean that's pretty much it in regards to him. I just like his aggressive sets, and I like him going forward. And he didn't seem to he didn't have no delay getting off the slap and going forward though. But as far as moving and laterally, he didn't have it. He didn't have it. I didn't need no film to see that. I seen whatever I said. Like, nah, he ain't got that. He ain't no tackle. He ain't no tackle. All right. And the last pick that we had, oh man, this was supposed to be a pick that I'd be elated about, but it ain't. It ain't. It ain't. Still should have got running back. Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't see none of the undrafted free agents. I'll probably go look at it while I'm on live after I do this last pick real quick and see what's going on. I think we need a physical receiver. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree. But Justin, Mr. Justin from Auburn. Justin, was it Justin Rogers? 6'2", 330. Now let me tell y'all something. Because I don't know if y'all remember yesterday, but we got the wrong Auburn D tackle. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We should have got the other one. What was it Marcus Harris? We should have got the other one. Let me tell you something about him. So Texas A&M game, he got put on his ass. He got turned around and he got drove back on a double team. That's not what I want to see from my 6'2", 330-pound D tackle. He ain't gonna give you no pass rush. He got washed down a lot versus Texas A&M. He showed some glimpses of him using his strength to hold the blockers up, but it wasn't on a consistent basis. He's not accurate with his hands. He misses a lot. He works down the line, though, tackle to tackle. How I see it is Zimmer thinks he could fix his technique and make him into a potential rotational player. That's how I'm seeing this. That's how I'm seeing it from this. I don't like my 330-pound nose guard getting turned around. In Alabama, I watched 4 games of him. Alabama was turning his ass around. He don't use his hands at all. I said, look, if Zimmer gonna make miracles with these picks that we got, then Zimmer need to be your head coach if he gonna make miracles out of this, because I don't see it with homeboy. He is 0-1, a 2 and a 2 eye. His block shedding is trash. As y'all can see, I ain't got nothing good to say really about this man. They even got some old lingo that I ain't said in like over 10 years. I said he be getting beasted at times. Y'all know, y'all probably ain't heard that word in years. And I don't even think I even had that word in me in my vocabulary. But that boy got beasted. He ain't got no play recognition. He does hustle. He is strong. But Mozzie Smith was strong too, and we see how that came about, right? Carl Davis was strong last year, and we see how that turned out. So just because you're strong don't mean you're gonna pan out, because there's still a technique involved in this. But so pretty much, right? If this is gonna pan out with this particular player, you just gotta hope that it's a rotational player that can be able to go in and hold these boys up. That's all you're gonna get from him. And so Zim think that he could work with that. And I mean, look, the coaching, right? The coaching in me, right? I would look at a player and be like, it's a big, strong boy. And I look at his mentality, okay. So I'll work with him and see and try to turn him into a monster. I think that's what Mike Zim will probably look at it and try to do with him. All right, let's talk though real quick. This draft sucked. I'm gonna be honest with you. This draft sucked. A lot of what this draft was, from what I've seen, this ain't got nothing to do with this year. This has everything to do with just the beginning of next year. I don't have now, granted, right? Probably the most happiest I am in regarding this draft was the 2 offensive linemen, the potential center, and a potential left tackle. But this was a draft where you needed help in fixing some of these holes. And pretty much damn near half your draft was spent on offensive linemen. Now, granted, you did need it, but you got other holes to fill as well. And you got other unknown people. Now I'm gonna tell you what was so disappointing, right, about this situation. So when I heard that press conference earlier this morning, I was looking for the plan of what they was gonna do with Marshawn Nealon. I heard nothing but defensive end. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. Very disappointing. People try to say that he's just beast. My G. My G. He can't get the edge. So if you keep this man at defensive end, now the only thing you hoping for is a stronger Tyrone Crawford. Y'all remember Tyrone Crawford? That's the only thing that you can hope for is a stronger Tyrone Crawford, and he has to go ahead and be in that same exact role. He has to be in that same exact role. If he's going to play defensive end, he needs to play it on first and second down. And when you want to so-called get in your NASCAR package, he needs to rush in at 3-tech because he's not going to give you nothing worth a damn at end. Now, the only one that so if there's a game, right? All right, this is where, all right, let me go ahead and paint a picture for y'all real quick, right? This is where I would have him at end at. If we're playing a team like the Philadelphia Eagles or Jaden Daniels with the Commanders, right? And we need disciplined defensive ends. So seeing how that we're not getting upfield more than likely, and we're gonna be staying in our lanes, and we just need him to be strong, hold him up, and stay right there and keep him in that pocket. That'll be a perfect way for him to go ahead and spend the majority of his time at defensive end. But it's a game by game basis. It's funny though. It's funny with this Cowboy team, right? Mozzie Smith, they lose weight. He's supposed to keep it on. For Hoku, they want him to add weight. He was cool. He was cool the way it is right now. And Marshawn Nealon, they gonna keep him in when would probably be better for him to add weight. He gonna get bigger anyway. You already got damn near a Marshawn Nealon on your team and for Hoku. But with this draft pick, especially so early, this ain't Mike Zimmer type of dude. I'm talking about Fajoku. So you done allocated them resources for what? This is a disappointing draft. You didn't. Only thing you did was just okay. So the offensive line, right? You got a potential backup. You have a potential starter at center, and you got and you have your left tackle for the future. Okay, that's for regardless of who's at quarterback in the next few years. Okay, cool. But guess what though? The Dallas Cowboys was soft as hell. What do we do to address that middle? Because just because we got a linebacker that may seem like he gonna come in and be aggressive, if he can't get off blocks as a Mike linebacker, you're useless to me. To be honest with you, you're useless. Useless. And the disappointing is right. He got 34-inch arms. Zimmer think he get ready to work some miracles, and like I said, if this man works some miracles, then shit, then you need to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys if you working miracles like that. Now, I seen some, about this was a what they say. This was supposed to be man, I had the word in my head. A culture change draft. That's what we thought was supposed to be last year, where you draft somebody like Schoonmaker in the second round, when you draft Mozzie in the first round, when you draft Overshown in the third round, when you got Fajoku, when you got Eric Scott, when you got Deuce Vaughn. We thought that was last year. Come to find out, it was even worse. let's just hope that our defensive coordinator is not out of touch. So probably one of the frustrating things in regards to this was not coming out with no running back. So I'm guessing that Ezekiel Elliott is coming back for sure. Like this, I guess he wasn't doing no playing. I'm not elated about that. I'm not elated about that. I seen a little and now and as I'm talking to y'all and I'm looking at undrafted free agents, I seen a post by John Machado that says that our offensive lineman that we drafted today has never ever played guard before. Project. This is disappointing. This is very disappointing. You needed a big boy, and you got a big boy who getting put on his ass, who getting turned, right? Shit, if I wanted a big boy who gonna do that, then shoot, I would have go ahead and draft and try to see if Mozzie Smith had a twin. That big boy we drafted, that so-called supposed to maybe contribute, he sucked. I'm just be honest with you. That field was trash. It was trash. The corner, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. The tackle that we drafted, you gotta put him in at guard. He's never played guard. The wide receiver that you draft, right? You gotta hope that maybe he gonna be a third or fourth wide receiver, maybe, because Cooks ain't gonna be here pretty soon. So who gonna take over? Tolbert? It's a frustrating draft, man. And for it to be Ezekiel Elliott, once again, after you just cut this man and had to take what the hell is this team doing? And so now let me go ahead and tell you. All right, let me go ahead and tell you about how I feel about this team thus far. Because if they make a move, it ain't gonna be no spectacular move. It's gonna be maybe a move or two. Like that's not like that's gonna move the needle, because they think that this team is good enough. They think that Zim's presence is gonna make this team a disciplined team, and all of a sudden it's just gonna make these soft ass boys all of a sudden be physical. When you got I'm sorry, Zim, you'd have been out the league a little bit too long. These boys are soft. You thinking because you're gonna put Marquise Bell back at safety, that's gonna make a difference? It's not. You still got a linebacker who just 20 pounds bigger, 30 pounds bigger, that can't get off blocks. That can't get off blocks. I'm not optimistic, and I ain't about to feed optimism to you. They got to show me that this was a good ass draft. I know they say that we shouldn't judge drafts to a couple years though, but when you look at the characteristics, the physical characteristics, well, I know a lot of things could be cleaned up with coaching, but is these boys gonna listen? I mean, you're supposed to have a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator that allowed 11 to do whatever the hell he wanted to do, and you think that he about to come up in here and respect Zim? Let's see how this go. Let's see how this go. I ain't feeling it. First round, I like the pick, but it's not a guarantee that he gonna be ready. Second round pick, you don't get no you don't get no real boy though. You get a role player. as a second round, you get a role player that ain't even guaranteed to start. Probably the best value pick that we got was Cooper Beebe. That was probably the best value pick that this team got is Cooper Beebe. The only thing that we probably could look for is that the temperament of your offensive line will probably be improved. One thing's for sure, I think what hurt Terrence Steele was being more in a pass offense, right? Terrence Steele is a run first tackle. So if they're getting back to the run, that's going to probably improve Terrence Steele a lot more. Zach Martin can do whatever he want. Cooper Beebe is a mauler. Tyler Smith is that dude. And you get a dancing bear at left tackle. Now, the left tackle, he ain't the most physical in the world. I already told you that. He a little gentle at times. I ain't gonna lie to you. But he could play. This frustrating a little bit though. How I see it, I'll be honest with you right now. Now I know this team ain't fully to how it's going to be, but this is probably what 90% of how it's going to be, cuts or not. Now I only see this team 9 games. This team ain't winning 12, especially with the schedule a little bit more difficult. I only see 9 games. I only see 9. I don't see, when I looked at it's talking about, the Cowboys offense was top 3 or 1, they said, in points and 5 in total defense. And they think that we're gonna build off that. The Joneses don't know football. Because the reason why your defense was like that, because you're going against scrub ass Patriots. You're going against the Giants, you're going against the Commanders. So of course you're gonna sit over there and look like a beast. But how did your defense look when you went against better teams? You got cooked. You got cooked by the Arizona Cardinals. And you telling me that it's only good to go ahead and get this scrub ass Auburn D tackle and to go get that Notre Dame tackle who can't get off blocks, which was part of the issue of why we got our ass beat against Arizona? Are you serious? Jerry said them boys is energetic. Okay, and can you play? Can you play ball? We want ball players. They skipped over ball players because them like him. You could have kept his old ass away if they was going to do all this. They're talking about Will McClay. Okay, Will McClay, you done folded to get them type of players that will instead of giving them real ball players and say, coach this, you went on ahead and downgraded to fit somebody that they personally like instead of you getting a real football player. That's stupid. And no wonder why the Dallas Cowboys always get their ass whooped year in and year out. That's dumb as hell. You didn't address nothing. And then running back, you think Roy Freeman gonna do something up in this piece? And what the Roy Freeman gonna do? Where was he at last year? I don't even remember him last year. What are he gonna do? Zeke lost 4 steps. Deuce Vaughn ain't an everyday running back. Rico Dowdle can't even beat Tony Pollard, who can't even got no vision, who's a damn wide receiver. And you think we're supposed to do shit with this? Come on, man. That's stupid. That's Malik Davis, who can't even beat out Rico Dowdle and them. How long we gonna get this man to go ahead and continue to get cut or be a practice squad player? When you gonna get a real damn running back up in here, though? Sometimes you gotta pay a little bit more. You see the good teams do it. The Niners gonna put that bag on Hargrave. Yeah, he'll want Teak, and y'all don't want to value that. Yeah, I don't put money there. They put that money. They put that money on Dexter Lawrence. They put that money on Payne. They put that money on the Panthers D tackle. Just because the dad, God damn it, he can't get 10 sacks don't mean he don't get no money. You gonna trade a couple of these picks to get like, come on, we how I see it, we still soft inside. Who we relying on? Because it looked like you're relying on that weak ass Auburn D tackle. You're relying on him, and then you're relying on Bonzi. We don't even know how big he is right now. We don't even know how big he is right now. And then you got Osa. That's it. What, you gonna try to experiment with ghosting again inside? That ain't working. That never should have worked. That was dumb as hell. You should have Tyrone Crawford ghosting. This is stupid. The Joneses don't know ball. They don't know ball, man. They gonna make Al Harris assistant head. What, you gonna make him head coach next year or something? We is in a f***ed up position. I'm not happy with this draft. I'm not. There's a couple players that I like. And I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even saying Marshawn Neely gonna not contribute. But I'm not happy with this draft. Can't nobody convince me to be happy with this draft unless I just seen some spectacular things on the field. And then, like I said, I want to tell y'all I'm wrong. I want to be like, hell yeah, I was wrong. I want to tell y'all that. But I don't think I am. What? Our run defense may be a little bit better? Come on. They thinking Eric Kendricks gonna sit over there and just, come on, we're gonna rely on just Eric Kendricks to do this? Are you serious? Are you serious? Zim, Eric Kendricks ain't the same Eric Kendricks you had 6-7 years ago. He not the same. You gonna put all that pressure on him, huh? This is crazy. So what we got at corner? Is Eric Scott gonna be the guy? What you gonna do with Israel? Is Overshawn ready? What you gonna do with Sam? You like Sam? What you gonna do with Fajoku? What the hell you gonna do with Ghosting? I know you don't like ghosting. I know you don't like ghosting. It's a matter of time. You told him, Zim, hey man, you might want to address that offensive line. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put some discipline though, but y'all ain't got as much talent as y'all think y'all got. So y'all might want to address that offensive line. I'm sure he said that. This is dumb to me, y'all. I'm not happy. I'm not. I gave it patience. I said I'm gonna wait till draft. And here we get, and here we are. And here we are. About to rely on Zeke Elliott for another year. This is crazy. This is crazy. Pure craziness. You got Dylan Johnson on the board. But who do you pick? A big ass 330-pound tackle who get put on his ass. Every game that I watch, he get put on his neck. You could have got, man, his scrub ass would have made it to the undrafted free agent. You could have just brought him in. That's crazy. This ain't looking too good, y'all. I ain't gonna feed y'all hope. I ain't even gonna feed y'all hope. Can't somebody have to explain to me? Okay, so how is this draft gonna really just help Cooper Beebe? Okay, Cooper Beebe's pretty much gonna be adjusting to a new position. He spent they said he played all the spots on the offensive line, but he played a majority of guard. You still got to get back adjusted to that. I mean, them T-Rex arms that he got, he got 31-inch arms. He got to play guard. Center. That's some short ass arms. Yep. They should have kept that boy probably for another year. Ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. This is like the draft, man. When we had all them picks, and ain't none of them picks worked out. Y'all remember that? When we got the linebacker, we had like 12, 13 picks, and ain't none of that shit worked out. All the motherfuckers was bums. Shit, can't look at traits either. You remember Bruce Carter? How he was fast as hell, fofo dude, athletic as hell. If you can't play linebacker, you just can't play linebacker. It's more than just being able to go ahead and hit something. It's more than that. Where's the mental part of it? Where's the desire part of it? Oh yeah, it don't take much for you to go ahead and just run your body through the lineman. That ain't no skill. I didn't see nothing of that Notre Dame linebacker to say, "Oh, that's skill. He could play." I'm seeing this, man. It was against the Louisville game. The hole open, big ass hole. He's slow playing it, and then all of a sudden, soon as dude get to the line of scrimmage, now all of a sudden he want to go ahead and try to haul ass. He already gone. That's stupid to me. That's what I said. I said that was stupid. Is Freeman talking about he's a star? Star of what? No wonder Notre Dame ain't gonna win no goddamn championship. You talking about that motherfucker star? Star of what? He couldn't even reach for the stars, and he a star? Man, stop. That Tennessee running back, absolutely. You give it a D. Edward, that's about right. I had about C minus in that D-ish area. That's about right. It's about right. It was only and it only was that high because they drafted Cooper Beebe and Guyton. Even the other, I'm looking at Bucky Brooks, man, on the NFL Network, and what's his name? Was it Brugler or Jeremiah? They like, man, what's going on with Dallas? They don't normally say that. They normally like give Dallas some praise in regards to certain picks. They don't normally say that. They was a little bit confused too, just like we were. They was. Woo! That's a cold last image to have. That word. That's some cold stuff right there. That's some cold stuff right there. Damn, man. So we damn near just trying to reload for next year, huh? They said, oh, Cowboy Nation, we all in, but we didn't mean this year. We meant next year. We didn't mean this year. We meant next year. I can't believe they sit over there disrespected the defense, man. Brought that sorry ass Auburn tackle up in here, man. He's sorry. Big for nothing. Big for nothing, man. But anywho, man, I'm gonna look to see what they doing with this drafted free agents. I'm gonna look at the what you call it, the press conference of today, and we'll let you know, and we'll probably go ahead and talk about it in its complete form very soon, and maybe we can go ahead and try to go ahead and make sense of this because this shit don't make no sense to us. It definitely don't make no sense to me. But all right, y'all, man. Till the next time, it was a good one, but it was a disappointing one. I enjoyed the draft parties, one of the most fun times of the year. But the Dallas Cowboys, they disappoint once again, but this time early on in the year. But all right, y'all, we go.